All right, under the hood, I have a terrific engine. It's the same engine that's in the A4, obviously. The 2-liter, 211 horsepower, turbocharged 4. Made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. All of that is grand, except none of that is really useful for off-road. It does have Audi's all-wheel drive quattro system, but once again, I think it's tuned more toward snow and rain and slippery conditions than it is toward rock crawling.
Kind of ridiculous, isn't it?
Nathan, is there an engine under there?
Yeah, Lexus basically thought, you guys do not get to play with our engine. We're just gonna put tons of plastic on top. Still, it's a good engine. It is a 270 horsepower V6, and it's strapped to a 6-speed automatic transmission, which works really good. One of the things that makes us different is the fact that we like to take crossovers and cars that really don't belong here off-road. Reason why? If they do well off-road in this crap, imagine how they're gonna do in snow and the stuff you drive through.
In the wild, this car has very few competitors. Perhaps the most direct is the Volvo Cross Country. In some ways it competes with the BMW X3, but let's face it, there are very few, at least in America, off-road worthy station wagons that this would directly compete against.
This has many competitors, name a few. Mercedes GLK, the Audi Q5, and what I think is the closest competitor in terms of overall feel, the Volvo XC60. They're all great vehicles, but I gotta tell you, this baby's been around for a while for a good reason. It's really well made.
We've taken a lot of cars up this road, and over the years, experience has taught me that there are two things that determine how well a car does. And the most important of those two is ground clearance, followed by tires. And this, at least I think, has a ground clearance, so that's why I'm worried. Yesterday, I was chasing Porsche 918s up and down Loveland Pass in this car, and it was phenomenal. The 8-speed transmission never put a gear wrong. The turbo spooled up quickly, so when I needed to accelerate to catch up to the Porsches, easy peasy. Getting up here, just to this point, and this isn't even the start of the hard stuff, I've already scraped the bottom of this car 3 or 4 times.
Off-road, here's the surprise. By hitting this cute little button here, lock, it does really well. Okay, it's not gonna smash boulders, but in terms of being able to get traction to the wheels that need it whenever they need it, as long as they're going slow, you lock this baby up and it does go. I'm really surprised, and better yet, I'm thrilled about the fact that it has proper clearance because, unlike Roman's car, I can actually go over rocks over 3 inches high.
The other thing about this car is that it's just gorgeous. Everything on the inside is immaculate and feels expensive. You know, here's a good analogy. It would be like wearing dress shoes to go hiking. That's exactly how I feel driving this off-road. Nathan, there is no doubt in my mind that that is the better looking of the two vehicles. It's butch, it's manly, it's rugged. It just screams, take me up Mount Everest. My biggest fear though is it's only skin deep.
The new Spindle Grille, yay! So it has this new grille and a different headlights, but you know, there's just no passion in the design.
I'm gonna quote you, my man. Mommy car.
Yeah. It's so aggravating. The parking sensor, I don't know how to defeat it. I've tried everything. I'm sure someone else might have better ways of doing it, but I've gone into the system, I've looked, I can't find it. So when you're off-road and you're near trees, it beeps.
The car allocates power to different wheels, so every time the car gets stuck, let's say I get behind a big rock that the wheel's trying to crawl over, it kind of works and tries to find the right amount of traction to allocate to each wheel. You want a locking differential. You just want those wheels to have traction all the time and not for the car to be thinking, well, which wheel has traction, which wheel doesn't have traction. All that means is that when you're in the dirt, you don't feel like you've got the control that you need.
I'm a big guy. I have a neighbor who's even bigger. He's just like got one of those real big third trimester bellies. And we both sat in the back of this thing as we were talking and had somebody else in the front who's just as tall as me, over 6 feet. And we had plenty of space. And we're at the same time able to take 9 extra large pizzas and put them in the back.
Hey Nathan, what the hell are we doing with 9 extra large pizzas with a guy that has a beer belly the size of a third trimester baby?
a snack.
Nathan, I suppose they couldn't call that the soft road.
No, that's not a very good idea.
But we do know ski cars here in Colorado. So on the TFL scale of buy it, lease it, rent it, or forget it, as a ski car, all-weather car, I'm going to give the Allroad a definite buy it.
And if you want something that can actually go off-road a little tiny bit better than that low-slung thing, check this out. I say lease it. It's a great car.
As always, this is Roman.
And Nathan.
See you next time. There's not a lot of utility. It's a pretty small wagon. I mean, if you're looking for a lot of space, this is not the car. If you're looking for a performance car that offers some utility that you won't be taking off-road, this might be your car.
Here's the thing I love about it. On-road, it's as gentle as a lamb, very easy to drive every day. Maybe it's not exciting, but it is a good driver. And I've driven these in snow and they do great.